What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I have another episode of Currently Inked for you. I haven't done one of these in about a month. So some people like to do them every week. I change up a lot of stuff, but that's a little overdoing it. So I do them once a month. So here is a rotation of 10 pens that I have currently inked. I do have more than this inked, but these are kind of in the top. This is what I'm using every day. And as we get into this, when we talk about nib selection, I'll tell you that there's a few things that I'm trying, just trying to experiment. So from left to right, we have the Pilot Custom A23 in a medium, a Pilot Vanishing Point in a medium, a Cypress Rodden Outshine in a medium. This is a Viscanti Homo Sapiens in a medium, but it's been tuned by Kirk Spear, so it kind of has its own thing going. And then this is a Narwhal Nautilus in a stub. This is a Sailor 1911L Ninja in a stub. This is a Benu Euphoria Millennium Atlas Pen exclusive in a fine. This is a Twisby Eco in a fine. This is a Lamy 2000 stainless steel in a fine. And this is a Diplomat Arrow in a fine. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about here with this nib size deal. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's go through one of these. I'll tell you why I made the choice for this month, and we'll do a quick writing sample with each of them as we go. All right, first we're going to talk about the Pilot Custom A23. I don't know that there goes a month, even if I don't talk about it, I don't know that there goes a month by that I do not have this pen inked up. If you have never experienced one of these, if you do not have one, this to me is a staple in any collection. The nib is absolutely the most unbelievable thing ever. Let's see, this is Wearingle. For Whom the Bell Tolls. And this is a neat ink. This is a medium nib. This is a pretty cool ink with, it's green with a red sheen to it. And I really, really like it. It's, yeah, it's just fun. Obviously, this being a vacuum filler, it lasts a long time. So this actually might be this color might be in this pen for, I mean, a month. It might be in there next month also because it lasts so long. But I really love this pen. I don't know that you need to say a whole lot, right? Custom A23 is just, honestly, for as boring as it looks, it needs to be on anybody's list. Next, another one that I absolutely love to use, and I know it can be a little controversial because of the clip deal, but this is my Pilot Vanishing Point in medium. And this pen, the nib is such an incredible nib. It's like super bouncy and really, really fun to write with. This has Pilot Iroshizuku, I'm not going to write all that out. Sukiyo. This pen sits on my desk every day, and I use it to sign, put a card in every order that goes out, like, you know, when we sell pickups and guitar parts and stuff. And this is one of the pens that I use to sign and write a little note on every order. Kind of the same way Atlas does. I kind of got that idea, so I do that with my business as well. And this thing is just, it's so reliable. It works so well. The nib's got a nice little bounce to it. It's wet. It works really well. Again, staple, right? Just a staple. The next pen is something you may have not seen before too much of. This is a Cypress or Mr. Cypress And this is Rodden, so there's crushed gold leaf in here, and then there's Rodden here, and this is a flower. This is called the Outshine model, or piece of art. So it's got Rodden in the cap, finial here, it's got all the gold here, and when you unscrew the cap, it's in this section as well. So this is okay, I already screwed up. Cypress. And this is from the Rodden collection, and this is called the Outshine. I think that's the name of the art that's on the pen. And this color in here is pretty interesting. This is Robert Oster. What is it called? Schwartz Rose. I did it because it's got some of the pinks in there. It's a shimmery ink, so it's got some of the pinks in there. It's got some of the golds, some of the browns. Kind of, you know, really complements this pen. Absolutely an incredibly beautiful pen. I am in love with it. I write with it every day. This is one, it doesn't really go anywhere with me, but I sit, you know, in my study and journal with this pen quite a bit. I really like it a lot. All right, so my workhorse pen, I've got a couple of them that have not really changed. This is another pen that stays inked up 100% of the time. Again, this is another one, and I know these are a little expensive, but this is a Viscanti, obviously. Homo sapiens. This is a medium. This is a pretty neat color. This is the Diamine Inkvent main color from last year. So this is the Diamine, what's it called again? Good Tidings. This nib, when I got it, was super dry, and so when I was at the Atlanta Pen Show a couple of months ago, I had Kirk Spear from Pen Realm tune it for me, and I can't go without this pen. It goes with me everywhere. This is the one that goes with me. I'll throw it in my pocket. I don't care. I want it to look beat up. I want it to look old. I've not polished the clip. You can see it's starting to turn. I use it every day. This is a pen I use every day. I hope to have this thing for years and years and years and literally just write the crap out of it. I want another one. I want a black one. The Dark Age. It's on my list. I'll get another one at some point. It's just a phenomenal pen. I wish the capacity was a little bit bigger, but I have so many that it doesn't really matter, but I do use this pen every day. I'm in love with it now. Next is my newest pen, actually. This is a Narwhal Nautilus. Now, I have not really been up on the narwhal stuff that much. My daughter has one, and Leslie has one, and I haven't had one. But this one came across. In fact, there still might be a couple left at Atlas. Again, I'll leave links to all this in the description. If you use Dylan10, it should give you 10% off most things. I don't know if it'll give you that off of a half-off deal, but this pen, I think right now is half off if there's any left. This is the Narwhal Nautilus Sephilopod, and the reason I bought this is because I've been super enamored with ebonite pens, and this one is ebonite. And it was only available, it was only available, I don't know how to spell it, whatever. Nautilus, and this is called, I think it's called Cephalopod. And the ink that is in this pen is a Vinta ink, actually. We have been exploring Vinta inks lately. And this is Burnt Sugar, and this is a stub, and it's a pretty neat ink. It's brown with some shimmer in it, and I really love it. And now let me tell you, after using a lot of Jowo stubs, I'm a fan. I don't have a ton of stubs, but Leslie has a bunch, so I've tried a bunch of hers, and I'm a fan. This is my favorite stub. And I didn't think, I was like, man, I'm gonna buy this because it's on clearance, I'll get it super cheap, and then I'll just order another narwhal nib from Narwhal and I'll put a medium in it or something. But I have not been moved to do that. I've been writing with it as a stub, and I've been really, really enjoying it. And the feel and the weight, oh my gosh. I wanna do a full review on this pen. It is absolutely awesome. I love it. This is like a big surprise for me. I did not expect to like this pen as much as I did. Next is going to be my Sailor 1911L Ninja. When these pens came out, I wanted one from the beginning because I am a big fan of ancient war history and weapons and such, and I've got some swords and Japanese cutlery and etc. And so I'm really into this stuff, and so I thought, you know, I want one of these. This is a Sailor medium, which as you can see is probably narrower than the other ones. And this has Sailor, jeez, can't spell, Manyokuzu, which is a really neat pinkish reddish sort of color that has some sheen to it, and I just thought it might match, you know, some of the things going on here. We've got some of these roses and golds and stuff. I've got two 1911Ls. I've got a bandless one, a bandless Galaxy, but this is the only one I've got with a band, and I absolutely love it. This is another one. It doesn't really go anywhere with me. I don't take it places, but I do write with it almost every day, and I'm very glad that I was able to pick this up. Next, this is where we start to get into some more nib experimentation. I just told you about the stub. So this one, I've had this pen quite a while. I think this was actually my first Benu. This is a Benu Euphoria. And this is the Millennium. This was at one time, and this is a fine nib. This was at one time this was an exclusive to Atlas. I don't think they have them anymore, but this nib is so good. From here on out, you're gonna see some fine nibs because I'm like, you know what? I don't really write with fines that much, and I've got a couple. So I should do that. This is Diamine Little Mo. It's actually called the Little Mo. And this is I think this is a Cult Pens exclusive. Leslie got a bunch of stuff from Cult Pens, and so she had that one sent over from there. Pretty neat pen. Really, really like it. I love the colors of it. I like the size and the feel of Euphoria. And let me tell you, the fine nib is fantastic. So the next few nibs are a result of me trying to experiment with fines. So, and you know, just playing around with obviously different fines at different price points, because here we have a Twisby, and this is a Twisby Eco, obviously. And this is obviously a fine nib, very fine. My first Twisby, actually. I bought this pen a long time ago. And this is Colorverse Gravity Wave. Neat color. It kind of sheens from blue to green to red. It's kind of a neat color. You know, Twisby Ecos are just a fail-safe pen, right? They're basic, they're easy, they're affordable, and they're fail-safe. You know, I've got them in a bunch of different nib sizes, but this was my first one. And like I said, I was trying to experiment with fines, and I was like, you know what? Twisby's gonna go on the fine list. Next is probably one of my favorite pens of all time, and this is my Lamy 2000 and stainless steel. Super heavy. This is a fine nib. My Macrolon Lamy 2000 is a medium, so I decided to get this one in a fine. And this pen has Endless Raven Blue in it. This is a really cool color. It's like a blue-black, but it has like a gold sheen to it from certain angles, and I just really like it. And in this pen, it just writes really nice. It writes on a lot of different papers really well. Again, this is another, my Lamy 2000s are also kind of another workhorse pen that pretty much always stay inked up. But this one, since it's a fine, I wanted to really make sure that I was experimenting with it alongside the other fines this month. So that's what we did there. And then we've got also our Diplomat Arrow. This is one of my first real nice pens, if that makes sense. I've had this pen quite a while. And this one is in orange. And this is a fine also. Really nice nib, man. Really nice fine nib. And this is Diamine Noel. This is an interesting color. It's red that sheens to green, which is really interesting. I think this is also a staple for anybody's collection. This is just such a great pen. I've got one, Brianna's got one, and I've got one on order for Leslie. I just feel like it's such a classy, nice pen. You gotta like aluminum, obviously. You gotta like the section width. They're a little narrow, but they just write so well. And I don't know, there's just something in that cap click. There's just something about that, right? So good, man. So good. So I will go ahead and put all of these inks in the description below so that you can see what they are and look at the swatches. Most of them are available on Atlas, so I will go ahead and put those up. And then just to run back through real quick what we've got here, we've got our Pilot Custom A23 that's available at Atlas. So is the Vanishing Point. The you have to definitely go check out Cypress pens. Super cool. Viscanti, Homo sapiens. You might go check and see if this one's still, this Narwhal Nautilus Cephalopod is on clearance. And then I got this one at Atlas as well. This is the 1911L Ninja. This is an Atlas exclusive Millennium Banu, Euphoria, Twisby Eco, Lamy 2000 stainless steel, and Diplomat Arrow. So there you go. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate y'all coming and just chilling and checking out my currently inked for this month. I hope you have a great day. Oh yeah, do me a favor, like and subscribe and do all those things because that helps out the channel. And if you use that link, Atlas at atlasstationers.com, and you use Dylan10 in the description or in the discount code, you'll get a discount off on most stuff, and it'll help our channel out and help out these videos. We'll see you soon.